We are live. Good evening. Good kingdom of Artemisia, the known world, the virtual airwaves, and every single person who is patiently waiting for today. Here is Defenders Tournament. Their Majesties, Damon, magnificent, beautiful, glorious king that he is, and his beautiful inspiration, Barony, who is just fierce and mighty beyond all. I would not trust her in the dark if you pissed her off. Welcome you here today in the beautiful virtual Loch Salann for Defenders Tournament. Their Majesties would like to invite into their court today their Excellencies of Loch Salann.
Hey.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Join your court. Oh,
Harold.
Harold.
At the pleasure of their Artemisian Majesties, cease thy wagging tongues and pray heed to the words of Raven and Saja, the Baron and Baroness of the ancient and august Barony of Loch Salann.
Can you rejoin your court, your Majesties?
Yes, please.
Please do. Thank you.
Their Majesties invite into their court His Excellency of 1,000 Eyes. Pray heed His Excellency Baron Stefan into the court, your Majesties.
Majesty, may I enter your court?
Thank you, Your Excellency. Their Majesties also invite into their court Her Excellency of Arnhold.
May I approach your Majesties and enter your court today?
Yes, please.
Please do.
Thank you, your Majesties.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
And their Majesties would invite into their court this evening their Excellencies of Bronzehelm.
Majesties, Excellencies, nobles and populace of Artemisia, we see how you shiver, and rightly you should, for from the north, borne upon Borealan winds, come their Excellencies, Killian and Penelope, Baron and Baroness of Bronzehelm.
May we enter your court, your Majesties? Thank you.
Good people of Artemisia, their Majesties would bid you to make yourself comfortable in the best way you possibly can. Your Majesty, the kingdom in all its attendants awaits for your words.
Thank you for joining us at Defenders Tournament today. It's been a long and interesting day filled with many ups and downs. We are very happy that you could be here for everything that we've done and the rest of this wonderful day. We have a lot going on this evening, so thank you for being patient with us through the technical difficulties, and we look forward to having a great court. Thank you. Majesty?
As always, it's good to almost see everyone. We miss you. This month off has been a lot longer than we expected, and we're very excited to get back and get after it. We've got some big things to do today, and we're really excited. So I suppose we should get on with it.
Yep, this kingdom, all of it, this game that we play, society is very important to all of us, and we miss you all
very much.
We look forward to a time when we can see you virtually and in person. So just keep trucking along, and let's have a good time.
Thank you, your Majesties. As it is Defenders Tournament here in beautiful, balmy, the Barony of Loch Salann, I believe their Excellencies of Loch Salann have tiny bit of things going on today.
They could. I mean, maybe just a smidge.
There's something about a decapod. Is that? Like
Loch Salann, your Majesties. It's weird. I don't know.
Oh.
Seems like they have an infestation problem.
Oh, but their Excellencies seem quite well.
Right?
I have survived the demon decapod.
It's even been in your home. I was shocked. I really am. We're working on a plan to domesticate them so that we can turn them into a livestock thing.
So
there you go.
we had some discussions with Chekatai earlier, and we're working on some that maybe we can turn a profit here. So
judging from the size of them, as spotted earlier, wandering about the feeds, that might be a very profitable business.
Right.
The new K-Rab.
We hear you have business and a court.
If it pleases Your Majesty, we do have a few things. Your Excellency Ulrich, can you join us?
Your Excellencies, unfortunately, I can't seem to fire up my video, but I will go ahead and do so.
If you would, please open our court.
Very good. Know ye all that their Excellencies, Raven and Saja, Baron and Baroness of Loch Salann, on this day of celebration of the anniversary of this great barony, do have court and words for their populace.
Thank you very much. So one thing that we'd like to say is that figuring out how to do a defenders traditionally in the barony when we can't do any of the traditional things was a challenge, and we had a great time working out how we were going to do this, and it was a lot of input from the populace to the officers, and everyone in between came together for us to work out this idea. We want to first thank our autocrat real quick. So if we could take a moment to recognize Virgil. We won't call him up in court. That's a little awkward right now, but Virgil, I'd like to thank you very much. You were asked to do this and had very little direction. This was a learning process for everybody involved, and you did a fantastic job. And I think we all learned a lot, and it was a fantastic thing. I have a basket of goodies here for you that will get to you at a later time. That's it.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
All right, Harold, our first piece of business.
Your Excellency, during these times of plague, when the populace of the barony of Loch Salann had to stay in their manors to avoid the pestilence, their Excellencies Raven and Saja did call upon all bards, musicians, and mummers to perform for the populace to ease their loneliness. Using the newly discovered magic of Zoom to stay apart from these fine performers, answered their Excellencies' call, and a great competition was held. Tales were told, songs were sung, so many talents were showcased to delight everyone. It is said that the bardic competition was so inspiring that even that dreaded saline swilling demon decapod was awed, and its briny heart rejoiced in the depths of the salty Loch. Lord Vincenzo del Aquila entertained everyone so greatly that their Excellencies Raven and Saja named them Bard of Loch Salann. Done this 27th day of February, Anno Societatis 55, being 2021 in the Common Era.
Thank you. Hi.
Oh, thank you.
Hi, Vincenzo. Thank you. I would like to just point out that the amount of extra effort that you have put in to performing, not just here, but in many other areas and other opportunities. I know that you're a busy man, and I really appreciate the special effort that you've put into it. Not only that, but the personal touch that you have put on your pieces that you have performed. They're just absolutely wonderful, and we're absolutely. Thank you very much. We're very happy to have you as our bard.
Well, thank you, Your Excellency. It's an honor. Forgive my appearance. I bailed out of work for a minute, so.
Yeah, I appreciate it. We'll let you go back. All the best, my friend, and we look forward to hearing from you more as time goes on.
I will try to continue on. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Excellencies, do you wish to proceed to your second piece of business?
Yes, if we would, please.
Very good. Know that today there was held a great competition virtually. Be it known that Lady Alian, by use of quick wit and glib tongue, has this day conquered the Great Brine ship and won the title of virtual defender of the Barony of Loch Salann. They shall be henceforth known as virtual conqueror of the Great Brine shrimp and shall be entitled to the honor and duties associated with this ancient and august title, done this 27th day of February, Anno Societatis 55, being the year 2021 Gregorian, at this annual celebration of the discovery of civilization in the Great Salt Wastes. Baron Raven, Baroness Salann.
Hi, Aline. Brain's not working. We want to thank you very much for the performance that you have brought to the barony, with such a being so new back to our lands, back to their Majesty's lands, ours too, but you know it's theirs, it's their house. So we're really glad that you're here. You did a great job. We were super excited to hear your pieces. Your second piece was absolutely the best I've heard in a long time. It made me so happy. So I loved it. I'm going to gush, but thank you very much for that. And welcome as a defender of the Barony of Loch Salann, the virtual defender. We have, yeah. The next piece.
Very good. Your Excellencies, I do understand that you have decided to award a signet today, and therefore I will proceed with the reading of the scroll.
Yes, please.
Proclaim unto all the known world that as a shining example of the youth in the Barony of Loch Salann, that Milady Ziva is made a companion of the white signet, the companion of young gentles nurturing emerging talent. This young signet is entitled to the rights and privileges of this order and must whistle at times deemed appropriate. The three responsibilities of this order, yes, there are responsibilities, are to continue the study of the medieval arts and sciences, to set a good example of courtly grace and chivalry for the youth of our barony, and to continue to serve this barony, done this 27th day of February, Anno Societatis 55, being the year 2021 in the Gregorian. Baron Raven, Baroness Salann.
Eva, are you here?
Can you join us?
There you are.
Hi, Ziva.
Oh, there. Hi.
We were super excited to be able to recognize you and to welcome you into the Order of the Signet. So long, and it's been so much fun watching as you grow up into the lovely person that you are becoming. And we are looking forward to seeing all of the neat things that you do in the future.
Thank you so much.
And you'll need to make me dinner sometime.
I will.
Okay, that's the end of our business, right?
Your Excellencies, that is the conclusion of the business that was on the agenda today.
All right.
Okay, Your Excellencies, can we get a vivat for all of those?
I would be very happy to do so. For the virtual defender, for the Bard of Loch Salann, and for our newest and youngest signet, vivat.
Vivat!
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 And
Vivat!
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 Anyways, what joyous quiet. Yeah.
Okay. You may close our court.
Will you close our court, please?
I would be happy to. The business for which this court has been opened being graciously concluded, their Excellencies now declare that this court of Loch Salann be closed.
Thank you, Your Majesties.
Your Majesties, I do believe that at the conclusion of Court of Loch Salann, His Excellency, oh my goodness gracious, His Excellency, 1,000 Eyes Baron Stefan would like a moment in court today.
Yes, please.
Pray heed the words of His Excellency Baron Stefan, Baron of 1,000 Eyes, most majestic peacock lands.
You know, you could have just
First of all, thank you, Majesties, for allowing me to be here. Raven, Saja, I'm sorry that we couldn't be there in person to do everything with you, but I only had one little bit of information for the enjoyment of the kingdom. Hopefully this year, we will be having a live event. We're going to try and have it on our Baronial Champions on June 19th. It will be at a site to be determined. Hopefully we can pull this off. It'll only be a one-day event. And it's going to be more local centric, but if people want to show up, that's always a wonderful thing. It will be, trying to read my notes. Like I said, a site to be determined. If we can get everything done, it's going to be very shortly after we're supposed to be able to open for physical contact again, which will be a wonderful thing. There will be a pre-reg for it. And since we're trying to make this happen in person, it will be live or nothing. If it doesn't happen live, it will not happen virtually, which will really be a sad thing, but we're going to try and make this happen. So stay tuned for further details, and hopefully we'll be able to see each other in person soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency of 1,000 Eyes. Your Majesties, would you like that moment? Or would you like to do the other part?
There we go. Sorry, small technical issues. As we look forward to everything that's going forward, it has been a heck of a year in many fashions, and we've lost several good people in the last several months. We just lost Sir Decker, who was one of the first people that I met in the SCA here 2 months ago. This last week we lost Patrick, Rayzent. Sorry, Facebook eats my names when I don't get to see people. We just wanted to take a quick moment of silence for that. Just, we feel for his friends and family, and all of us. It sucks. I'm sorry for him. Sorry that we lost him. I wish we didn't. If we could please have that moment. Remember, it's a crazy world out there. Tell people how you feel. When it's appropriately safe, hug them and let them know that they're there. Let them know that you care, because you never know when you might not have that chance again. All right. Back to the rest of the court here.
Your Majesties, we have a rather large group of people to call up at this time. Would you like to speak at all about that before we call that rather large group up?
Yes.
Absolutely. We have a rather large contingent of people that we would like to recognize today. These people are working tirelessly in their local areas, most specifically, but also on a kingdom level. They have either chosen very pointedly, which I don't know why they would choose that, but we're really glad they've made that choice, or got forced into this entire crazy virtual world, which comes with its own huge learning curve, and is really kind of an eye-opening experience. But they continue to show up event after event, day after day, are nothing but supportive and caring, and it's been very, very nice to know that our kingdom has been in such good hands in our local areas when we haven't been able to leave ours. It makes it easier to do what we do, knowing that on that next level down, things are well taken care of, and we can't say thank you enough. Part of their jobs, this is a requirement, but in that they have absolutely gone above and beyond anything we could have ever asked of them. And we are very blessed to have them to work with, and that they are so willing to work with us. So Thea, can we put some names to that?
At this time, their majesties would call into their presence the following individuals, all excellent. Malkin and Owen, Pogar and Bronwyn, Morgan and Katerin, Varia, Stefan and Amber, Shannon and Malatesta, Morgan and Keelan, Raven and Saja, Killian and Penelope.
We've got most of you. Okay. We have been trying to do this for several courts, but we can't seem to get you all in the same place at the same time, including today. We still don't have you all in the same place at the same time. So we've given up and decided to do it anyway, and they can watch it later. It really needs to be done. And it really needs to be said that you guys have done so much. And we can't tell you how grateful we are for your willingness to either weather the storm or step directly into it. Although I will reiterate that I have no idea what you people were thinking, but I'm super excited that you were, and very glad for that dedication. And because truthfully, and I think we said it before, if we would have known what we were walking into, we may have had a very different conversation about that crown tournament. We're very glad we're here, and we're happy to be doing the job, but knowing that you willingly chose it, that's a whole nother level of dedication. And so we want to make sure that each and every one of you are inducted for our Gratias Corona. And so each of you will be getting your own fancy special little medals and our ending thanks. I mean, it's so little for the so much that you do. But it's one little way that we can say thank you so much for being you and doing what you do.
So yeah, so ever since March 12th, when our kingdom, his society took an abrupt left turn, and we've been living in this world since then.
Albuquerque, that's what happened.
Albuquerque.
Left at Albuquerque.
Hopefully what y'all noticed is amongst these names, these other people that have been Baron and Baroness, or have stepped up as Baron and Baroness in our fine kingdom since that time. And it's been difficult, and it's been difficult for all of us. And we just wanted to say thank you, and that we see you and we appreciate you, and we wish we could do more. We'll do what we can to do more in the future.
And there are hugs for every one of you coming when it's appropriate.
Appropriate and safe.
Oh, we both like hugs.
Thank you all for choosing it, for trying to step back up into it, for everything that you've done. Thank you, guys.
Good populace for the barons and baronesses of the landed areas of our kingdom. Vivat!
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 Vivat! Vivat!
Thank you, Your Excellencies, all. Congratulations. And I'm sure the entire kingdom agrees. Thank you so much for your service. We appreciate and love you. Majesties, I am remiss a bit in my duties. I failed to let you know that even though Her Excellency Mistress Amanda, Bardic Champion of the Kingdom, is unable to be here tonight, although it's her birthday weekend, so that's a thing. Yeah.
How are we gonna sing to her if she's not here?
No, but I will tell you, and this is a thing for maybe we need to do it like after certain cool things, but it's also Maysoon's birthday.
I know.
Man, I hope she didn't skip out on
and Bronwyn.
No, oh no, Your Excellency Hogar, please tell us more about possibly Bronwyn's birthday. You're muted, Excellency. That's bingo square.
On the
Tuesday.
2nd, on Tuesday.
Oh. I feel like coming on.
Diametta?
Oh, good populace. Please join with me at home with your mics off. Your Excellency Bronwyn, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Excellency Bronwyn. We're going to shame you every single time we can because we like to see it when your face turns red. It's all out of love. It's all out of love. Happy birthday to you on the 2nd. So that's really coming up very quickly, but happy birthday.
Thank you, everybody.
Happy birthday, Your Excellency. Oh, and also, actually, Majesties, that's a perfect time because I know you wanted to segue into a certain announcement. Perfect time to bring up ratting out your friends.
Ratting out your friends. Thank you, Your Excellency Hogar, for being such a wonderful example of that. Excellent. So I know y'all may have missed it, but we've been here a while. and we have done a fairly thorough job of getting through the recommendations that we have. I know it's harder right now because we're not seeing a lot of people, but I do know the arts are still flourishing. I do know there are still people doing things and all the things. And I do know that we are fairly short on recommendations. So if you have a friend that we need to know about, please absolutely rat out your friends. I do want it noted that we do still have some AOAs that we want to give. We have wanted to give for some of them for up to a year now. We have a couple of Griffin Prides that we have wanted to give and have not been able to. And we do have a couple people left for...
I don't know where you're going with this.
I don't know where I'm going with that either.
What Her Majesty is saying is that we are just getting on the shallower end. We have chosen not to... okay, never mind.
Go ahead.
Give out AOAs?
You want me to be the bad person? I can do that. Sure. I got it. Up to you. I think His Majesty is trying to let the populace know that you have several AOAs that are ready in your docket because you feel that an AOA level award for your armiger, your very first award here in the society, is such an important moment that we would like those people to have it in person as opposed to virtual because they're new.
You're very good.
Right. That is one award that their Majesties have chosen to hold off until we can gather in person.
Yes.
Okay. That's a bad person. Good person.
But otherwise, rat out your friends.
Yeah.
Rat them out for AOAs. That's okay too. We need to know they're there.
Also, I'd like to point out that Aslak the Awful has set out, if you don't have a friend, then rat them out anyway. And Voos and Violetta said, if you also rat out your enemies, you might become friends.
Ooh, good call.
So
that's a good call.
Right. As a reminder, Kingdom of Artemisia, you can find the award submission on the Kingdom webpage. There are a couple of spaces on there that if you don't have that information, it's okay, like membership number, things like that. Don't worry about that. We can fill it in and figure it out for you. But send in your award recommendations. Right? Right. Okay. Majesties, this seems to be the moment of forgetting everything and remembering everything, but I'm sure you know this, Majesties. There has been a large number of your populace on pilgrimage this last month.
There has been.
Yes. Your Majesty, have you not been with us on pilgrimage? You've been with us, right?
I have. Actually, His Excellency Braden, Her Excellency Juliana, Her Excellency Malkin, have headed up the effort of the pilgrimage to Canterbury, and they had contacted me ahead of it and said they wanted to do it in the Queen's honor. So I have been playing along, but I didn't feel like it was totally right to participate per se. So I have actually been donating my miles.
Oh, Majesty.
So hopefully everyone can make it. And the culmination of that is on Sunday. So if you do not have your miles in, get your miles in, because we want to make sure everybody gets there. But that has been a fantastic event and has been super fun. It's been really great to see all the fabulous stories. If you have not gotten the opportunity to read about Mistress Leah's adventure and her long trip to Canterbury, please go back and find that. That's been a delight to read. And there's been many other, His Excellency Braden has updated us every few days as to where we're going and how we got there. And so we've learned a lot. It's really been a fantastic, fantastic adventure. So congratulations to everybody that's made it or gotten really close or even tried, because I mean, really that's the first step. So that's been really good.
That has been a fabulous challenge headed up by Juliana, Her Excellency Juliana and Braden, who've been doing that. And a lot of Artemisians got involved. And I heard there may be plans for additional ones down the line.
Ooh.
I heard that. I have heard that may be a thing. I'm not committing them to anything. I'm just saying that was a thing we heard. So
well, speaking of outing your friends.
I know, right? It's all good. It's all good. Majesties, I do know also we have one other thing before we go a little bit farther. Her Excellency, Mistress Amanda, was unable to be here today because of a birthday, which is what started this whole segue in the beginning. But as the Board of Artemisia, she did reach out to those performers in our kingdom. And we do have one soul who would like to perform for us this evening. Lord Ramon, please come forward. Is it gonna be scary, Ramon? I just need to know now.
I promise you it will not be scary.
Okay. Your Majesties, Lord Ramon, good populace, pray heed the words of this fabulous bard.
I am told that there is a certain story that comes from, as the Portuguese say, the land of Japon, or as they say in their own language, Nihon, but the English sometimes call it Japan. And this story, it is very important because it connects with a certain shire in our kingdom. For many people have wondered and said to themselves, why does this shire of Arrow's Flight have 3 arrows upon their shield? And after much research in the deep, dark archives of the Shire, they are only so deep, I have found the answer, and I am sharing it with you today, just as a mere amusement. You see, in the land of Japan, there was a daimyo, and he was blessed. His wife gave birth to 3 sons. 3 sons, yes, triply blessed, all the people said. Yet under their breath, they said, triply cursed as well. For in the land of Japan, when a king or a lord or a daimyo was to divide his land, he must first divide it in half between the oldest son, and then the second son receives a fourth, and the third son would receive another fourth. But here, 3 sons there were, and the 3 sons were all firstborn, and so it could not be decided how it was to be divided. Now, at first, the daimyo took no care for this, for he said, my 3 sons have not yet grown, and I am at peace with my friends and my enemies. But as his sons grew, as they got older and older, things were not so peaceful in the lands. You see, to the east, to the west, to the north, and the south, there came many, many people who decided they wanted the daimyo's lands, and so they fought against him. But the daimyo's lands were great and his armies mighty. But as he reached his old age, he began to think, if he had to divide his lands and he had to divide his armies, would each son be able to conquer the foes that had risen? And so one day he took his sons hunting in the woods, and he brought with him 6 arrows. After riding for a while, he handed an arrow to each son, 1, 2, 3. Triply blessed, triply cursed. And he said, my sons, can you break this arrow? And each son took a bamboo arrow between their hands and snap. The arrows broke. Easy enough, said one son. Indeed, father, why do we waste and break arrows? I had no problem, said the son who was the strongest. Each had their own opinion, but each arrow broke. Ah, said the father, let's try this now. And he took 3 arrows and bound them together with a silken cord and handed them to the sons. The strongest one bent with all his might, but he could not snap the 3 arrows. The smartest one tried to twist and turn, but he could not snap the 3 arrows. And the one who was most patient for a long time, until they were almost bored and ready for tea, tried to break the arrows, and yet the 3 arrows remained strong. My sons, he said, you are the 3 arrows. Individually you will break, but when bound together, no one can break you. When I die, rule my lands together as one, and our enemies will never overcome us. Majesties, friends of the kingdom, if we are bound together as one, we cannot break. Do not let a single friend become a single arrow to break beneath the hardships or the troubles that we have right now. Instead, let us be bound together. This is the meaning of the arrows on the shield of Arrow's flight. Thank you for your time, and may you have a wonderful evening.
Good populace, your majesties, for that fantastic story and the craftsmanship of Lord Ramon, fantastic bard that he is. Vivat!
Vivat.
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 Thank you, Lord Ramon, for your willingness to entertain our populace. So just amazing. Great story. Majesties, I do believe Her Excellency of Arnhold would like a bit of time tonight.
Absolutely.
Your Majesties, for Her Excellency. Something.
Hello, Your Majesties.
Hello.
Hello. May I open my court and say some words? They're not very exciting, but
Oh, I'm sure they will be.
they might be.
They might be. It's you. We never know.
You know, because I did get His Majesty's prize way back when, and I haven't seen it yet.
Well, we haven't quite seen you yet. So
I'm pretty sure the place that employs me mundanely can move things from city to city. We do so very well. I'm just saying.
Okay.
And I could also send things to you because people have been giving me largesse from my barony that goes to their majesties. And so I do have a box that is going your way.
I will work on getting a box that's heading your way then.
Okay. I just wanted to say to everyone, I had a great time today in class. I had a great time in the hangout room. As some of you know, I work for the mundane mail couriers, and I was up rather early, and as I have been many a Saturday, which sometimes make venting a little hard. But I enjoyed going to the classes. I hung out in the hangout room, and I enjoyed just listening to people talk. And that was very, very wonderful. I just wanted to know that, you know, as I was saying to Lord Virgil, it was a year ago that we were at his house at the after revel, and it was very enjoyable. And as we celebrated Defender's Tourney last year, it was a mad dash with the 2 Masters of Defense from Arnhold. It was Killian and Gomez and I ran, and I think Gabe and Kelwin also went down. And it was quite the Arnhold, having a blast down in Loch Salann. So I wanted to let people know that also I'd like to opt for another year, and that will be brought up in our populace meeting tomorrow, and there will be a polling in our barony to see if they're okay with me hanging out during COVID times and going for another year. I also wanted to greet the two newest members of the kingdom. Both Felix and Miles were born this week to Lady Beatrix and Her Excellency Marin. Both had beautiful baby boys this week. Healthy and wonderful. Yay. And there are pictures all over the internet. And we have a challenge, but we're not announcing it till mystery event for our Barony. But if you have something you haven't finished, you might want to not do anything for 2 weeks. Just saying. Love you all. That's all. Thank you, Your Majesties. Till we meet again.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Your Excellency of Arnhold. Your Majesties, I'm uncertain, but it sounds like Her Excellency and Arnhold might be stepping all over our challenge. Yeah. That's cool. That's cool.
Challenge.
See, Your Majesties, that's fine. Your Majesties, I do believe their Excellencies of Bronzehelm would like a bit of business tonight.
Okay.
Oh, hey man, that's yours, remember.
Yeah, they're ours. We'll keep them.
Okay.
Permission to address the populace?
Please.
We really don't have any business at this time. We did just want to let everybody know that we do miss you and look forward to some in-person events. And as soon as we have something that we know we're going to be doing, we'll let you know. We'll get it announced as soon as we possibly know. And we do look forward to the summer and getting to see everybody again. We miss you all dearly. Hugs. That is all.
Thank you. Stay safe. Don't lick your friends.
Get your own shtick. I haven't got patented for like a year.
Right? I mean, first challenges, now don't lick your friends. What's this mad world coming to?
Well, what do they say? Mimicry is the highest form of flattery.
Yeah. Yeah. Most sincerest form of flattery, I believe.
Here we go.
Yeah. Something wise, somebody said that was obviously not us. Or not me, Majesty. You speak pearls of truth and wisdom at all times.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Majesties, I do believe you would like to make an announcement on behalf of the Seneschal.
Yes.
Okay. And then I am just gonna say, this is that moment. So
yep.
Take a deep breath.
No, it's fine. I'm good. I'm just saying His Excellency is on board and ready to go. So I'm going to take that time and I will see you guys in a couple minutes.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Bye.
We spoke with the Kingdom Seneschal this week, and she had mentioned to us that she had been to a Seneschal's meeting where the society is actually looking for society level investigators. Looking for people to volunteer to get some more information in matters that they may not have people in the area to investigate themselves. And if you are interested in that opportunity, you need to actually contact the Society Seneschal to get signed up for that and to get any more information that you may need. Although, yeah, pretty sure that's what I know about that. Yep. All right. So that was that announcement that we needed to make. We got anything else?
Dinner?
Ooh, I like dinner. I know the weather is starting to warm up, sort of. We have warm weather and then we have cold weather. And I know more and more people are starting to make it back out they're starting to attempt small practices, small get-togethers where their areas are allowing. It would be our sincerest urging that you contact your Seneschal or your group Seneschal, your local Seneschals, and make sure that you are following your current guidelines. Currently, I think we've got 17 different sets of guidelines in the kingdom. So please make sure you're being safe, socially distancing where you need to, wearing masks when appropriate. We have had some losses this last year, but overall, I feel like as a kingdom, we've been very lucky. We've not had a lot of COVID issues, and we would really like to keep it that way because we're almost there, and we do dearly want to see each and every one of you this year sometime.
So be smart, be safe, do the right thing, protect yourself, protect your friends. Yeah, the last thing that we want is to be the cause of our people not feeling well or something happening to them. So yeah, if it's same thing that we've always said, if it's safe for you to gather in the small numbers and be smart about it. Okay. And if you're not sure how to be smart about it, ask me. I'll tell you how to be smart about it. So.
And don't lick your friends. Taking it back, Brownshelm. Just saying.
No, that's just Killian.
Oh, taking it back, Killian. Saying.
Don't lump all of us in there with him.
So yeah, there's we've got some very positive hopes for getting to be live this year sometime. So let's keep it that way. Yeah. It'll be fantastic. Hey, Braden.
Your Majesties.
Did we stall long enough? Would you like to hear a story?
I've got many a story, but probably not best for now. I mean, could.
Trying to give her an extra minute.
Okay, we'll give her an extra minute.
Well, I think you've got some work to do too here.
What?
You said
I don't know.
Okay. All right.
Can we assume that she's ready?
Yeah.
She'll take it.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. To recognize prowess upon the field of combat, the society created the Order of the Chivalry. To recognize prowess with the rapier blade, the Order of Defense was created. To acknowledge exceptional service to the society, thus was created the Order of the Pelican. For those whose prowess and skill are in the arts and sciences, in Anno Societatis II, at 12th night, the Crown of the West created the Order of the Laurel. Members of the Order of the Laurel are those that inspire others to create beautiful and authentic work by teaching and example. The Majesties request an audience of the following individuals. I'll read the names of the Laurels, and if you'd like to turn on your camera briefly to show you're here, that would be fine, and then turn it back off. Her Grace, Karin Isolde Clotilda von Katzenberg. Her Excellency, Elzveta Katlin Savasova. Her Excellency, Anne de Junius. His Excellency, Robert de Fletcher, the duelist. His Excellency, Robert de Spencer. His Grace, Brian Anthony Uriel Tarragon. Her Excellency, Meg Davenport. Her Excellency, Agnese Canigiano. Mistress Ursa Iversdottir. The late Mikhail de Varangian. His Excellency, Raphael de Rogue. Her Excellency, Gillian of Bub. Her Grace, Laurelin de Brandevin. Her Excellency, Kazmira Yayalny. Her Excellency, Anne Maris Shannon Nununen. Her Excellency, Alessandra Raffaella de Luciano. His Excellency, Trygve Grabard Olsen. Master Nicholas Alejandro de Otono. Her Excellency, Gefion Basraldi Rafnadottir. Her Excellency, Juliana Nichlaflin. Her Excellency, Rebecca Chatterton. Mistress, Kaylee McCaird. His Grace, Morgan D'Antioch. Her Grace, Sarah Thomason. His Excellency, Kian Rafnanar Darnassi. Her Excellency, Corazon de Berg. Her Excellency, Eleanor McCarthy. His Excellency, Edward Drachenwald. His Excellency, James Ulrich McKellar. The late Jacqueline de Bear. Mistress, Rowena of Avalon. Her Excellency, Courtney Cesaria Almy. His Excellency, Jürgen von Lohenberg. Her Excellency, Agnes of Whitby. Her Excellency, Tasha Starling Mayfair. Her Excellency, Laura von Becht. Mistress, Lynette Huntington. Mistress, Kieran McPherson. Master, William Somerville. Her Grace, Cortland Sterling Mayfair. His Excellency, William Wilde. Her Excellency, Beatrice Carmela Mercante. The late Armand Lemort. Her Excellency, Denise of Amberley. Her Excellency, Heloise de Bec. Mater, Guillaume de la Rapierre. Her Excellency, Ellen of Coffinbury. His Grace, Floki Viskeger Lambison. Master, Connor Tryggvason. His Excellency, Karl Braden von Zobenheim. Her Excellency, Jadi al-Isfahani al-Samarkandiya. Her Grace, Alberto Wolfkeeper. His Excellency, Niccolo Gialafigliazzi Genovese. Mistress, Osandria Elspeth Gabrielle Dubet. Her Excellency, Antonia d'Alessandria. Master, Wilhelm von Adlersheim. Mistress, Yazmin al-Rakasa al-Alyayat. Her Excellency, Yofir Connor's daughter. Her Excellency, Mary Amanda Fairchild. Master, Angus Sinclair of Wick. The late Constance de la Rose. Her Excellency, Varia Goff. Her Excellency, Bianca de Ravina. Her Grace, Isabel Grant.
Okay, where are we going? The pub?
Pub? All right. That was, yeah.
Sorry.
Her Excellency, Juliana Atwater. His Excellency, Adni Dirdal the White Wolf. Her Excellency, Daria de Salamanca. Her Excellency, Evelyn Ulium. Her Excellency, Bethany of Windermere. Her Excellency, Anissa Penguin. Master, Brian Barnum. Her Excellency, Sumaya bin Suleiman. Her Excellency, Hildegard Filia Rufrani. Mistress, Jacqueline de Renonvier. His Grace, Conrad von Crixen. His Excellency, Bjorn Hafnison. Her Excellency, Bengta Rolfsdaughter. Mistress, Elspeth McBain. Mistress, Serafina Basso. Her Excellency, Esther Baruch. Her Excellency, Leah Dispenser. Her Excellency, Bronwyn Morgan. Mistress, Heidi of Cote Ciel. Her Grace, Claire de Lacy. Her Excellency, Fiametta de Trastevere. Master, Brocave. Mistress, Tamsin Sutherland. Master, Marcella de Donici. Master, Elias Tiger. Mistress, Engeline von Foxridge. His Excellency, Bartholomew Hightower of Canterbury. Meisterin, Sarah von Feuerbach. Maestra, Magdalena Lucia Ramberti. Her Excellency, Praxilla Torina. And all other members of the Laurel not previously invited.
We look to these good people and see examples of artistry and skill in our kingdom. There is one, however, who is not among them.
Your Majesty's request that Maysoon al-Ishfahania attend them at this time.
Tech, Majesties. It's just tech. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Majesties, good Kingdom of Artemisia, and all those attended. Today, I will speak to you of a woman who is so near and dear to my heart. She comes before you bearing many awards, an award of arms, a crystal heart, a key cross, a golden maple leaf, a golden sun and splendor. But more importantly, Majesties, she is talent and beauty. She is a champion. She is someone we all know and love. Your Majesties, it is my most humble and worthwhile thing to introduce and bring before you my apprentice, Noble Maysoon al-Ishfahania.
Everybody cried.
Yeah. Thank you for attending us. Working long and hard to join this honorable order. However, before you can truly contemplate the question that we are going to put before you, you must be free of all oaths and ties. We call upon Her Excellency, Miss Fiametta, to determine if the conditions have been met for us to ask you our question today. Fiametta?
Thank you, Your Majesties, for allowing me this opportunity. All right, come on. All right, Lady Bessie, let's do the thing. You were one of the first people I ever met in this game. You have been my friend this entire time. And though we have had our differences, there always has been, I love you so hard. Take those. Clean those for her, please. They're all foggy already. You can feel me, you're fine. There is this truth that so many peers are told, that you should be cautious when you consider taking a close friend into your service, because sometimes it does not go the way you want it to. And it is hard sometimes to humble yourself to someone who was once your equal. When you asked if I would be your Laurel, I thought for sure you were insane. You were for sure insane, because me as your Laurel, when you have done nothing but teach me in so many things in the SBA. So first I want to thank you for entrusting me to walk this path with you. There are a lot of things that I could say, a lot more that will make me cry, and I'm sure there will be more tears, but I want you to know the honest truth. When I told you that if you wanted to be a peer, you needed to be a peer and do peer things. You have never, ever disappointed me. You have never caused me shame or regret for my choices. You have always and will continue to be a source of great pride. I am elated that today of all days, when this is all said and done, not only will you be my best friend, but you will truly be, in so many ways, my sister. Your Majesties, I find no fault in this lady. There is nothing more I can teach her on how to be a peer, for she is already worthy in her own right. And I release her now to do with as you will. All right, come on, hug first, then you can do the rest.
I've worn this belt for quite a few years, and at every step you have supported me and you have championed me. You have spoken truth to me of my endeavors, of where I did well, even if I didn't want to hear it, and of where I have done wrong and could improve. Just as when I started wearing this belt, it did not change our friendship or the love that I have for you as my best friend. Me returning it to you today will not change that either. You have been my best friend for many years, and you will continue to be.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't move. There you go. And sit.
As your mistress is confident that you have met the terms of your apprentice agreement, and as you have proven your worth before these good people, we ask that you kneel before us and we seek out assurances from others.
Is there a member of the Order of the Chivalry that will speak on her behalf?
Am I on?
I wrote notes so that I wouldn't do what I usually do. I'm the Faris Rujahar, also called Damn It Roger. Today I speak on behalf of Maysoon Ilisfahanya. Often when knights speak for elephants, they speak of prowess, service, franchise, etc. Maysoon has all of these things in spades, and others will, I'm sure, speak of them. But I have a different agenda. Maysoon is many, many things. She is a mother, a friend, a wife, a daughter, a sister, a bookend. She possesses a kind and caring heart. She is nurturing, supporting, and giving. But inside of her chest beats the heart of a warrior, fighting without pause, without displaying fear or hesitation on behalf of those that are in need of it most and those that are unable to do for themselves. She stands firmly and unwavering on her personal foundation of the principles that make us each one better for understanding them. In a time when our society and our world is in most need of leadership through the darkness of the modern age, Maysoon is there in the front, showing us the way. By the reckoning of our society, Maysoon has been a peer of this realm for quite some time, and her elevation as a laurel is a welcome recognition of all that she is, has been, and will be. Now, Maysoon, go and get us all into some of that good trouble. I love you.
Is there a member of the Order of the Defense who would speak?
Your Majesties, with your permission, I would speak on behalf of this woman as a member of the Order of Defense. My name is Lawrence Bacon, Master of the Order of Defense. I come to you to speak on behalf of Maysoon Ilisfahanya because of what I have seen in her and her representation as a peer. Peers are known for their art, which Maysoon's work speaks for itself. I'm not an artist, I really can't speak to that myself. Sir Roger has already spoken to her strength, to her ability to stand and to fight. So I won't speak to that. Maysoon's service, I'm sure others will speak of, because it is widely known, it is plentiful, and a testament to all we could do. What I will speak to her on her behalf and behalf of the order is her ability to defend others. That's something I do know about. Maysoon constantly has gone above and beyond to those who don't have a voice. Maysoon speaks for them and gives voice to people who have not been heard, to members of our society who have not had the courage to be able to speak for themselves, to the newer members, to the members who have not had that privilege that we have always had, that we forget about. Maysoon has always been a voice for them. For me, in my personal dealings, Maysoon has welcomed everyone I've seen into her heart. There is no place she does not make room for more. Maysoon stands against those who would say, who would push others away from our society. From those who would say there's no room for your kind. Maysoon always defends those. Her voice means so much for me to hear, and I hope that I can be as strong as she is someday. I would heartily endorse her as a peer of the realm, and I deeply ask your Majesties, on behalf of the Order of Defense, to recognize her as such. It's overdue, and we need her in our kingdom. Thank you.
Is there a member of the Order of the Pelican who will speak for her?
Your Majesties, assembled nobles and populace of Artemisia, we, Rachel and Ulrich, would speak for the noble Maysoon as members of the Order of the Pelican. Noble Maysoon has excelled at her art. That is a given. But she has also been a devoted supporter of both the barony and the kingdom. She's eased the burden of the crown and the coronet many times, serving as a lady-in-waiting on retinue. She's also provided sustenance for your people by creating delicious feasts, particularly at the defeat of the demon Decapod. She's been the Minister of Arts and Sciences for Loch Salann for many years now, and she's encouraged others to serve by taking them on as deputies. Indeed, I believe she has more deputies than any other office in the barony right now. And in this time, we're in the pestilence-infested lands like the 10th plague of Egypt. She's worked diligently to ensure that your populace has been able to display their creations and through the organization of classes to share and further their knowledge.
Your Majesties, because of these many examples of her hard work, dedication, and service to the people of this barony and to this your kingdom that she holds so dear, we believe that as mistress and master of the Pelican, that it is altogether fit, right, and proper for her to have been found by you worthy and to be elevated, inducted, and decorated as a member of the right noble order of the Pelican. So say we, oh, excuse me, Laurel, excuse me. So say we.
Is there a member of the Order of the Laurel that would speak of this good lady?
Your Majesties, His Excellency Niccolo cannot be here today, but asked me to read words for Maysoon on his behalf. May I have your leave, Majesties, to read these now? Unto the crown and people of Artemisia, warm greetings and fair time of day from Niccolo Giafalzi Genovese, peer in the Laurel Kingdoms and Baron of the court of Artemisia. The city of Isfahan is a seat of learning and a grand city called by many half of the world. Some years ago, a fair lady come from there to this half of the world to study and learn, as my mentor did still longer ago. Maysoon of Isfahan arrived in the Laurel Kingdoms with fierce curiosity. The good teacher treasures hard questions, much like a knight treasures bruises from a squire. As one of her early teachers, I can assure all that Maysoon has never disappointed. She does not accept the easy answer, and she continues the chain of teacher to student. She is now turning this thirst for learning and teaching towards improving how the Laurel Kingdoms bring to life the very social fabric of the times and places we study. Speaking as one of her teachers, and as a master of the Laurel and Pelican, the noble Maysoon al Ishfahanya is more than worthy of the Laurel, and I add my voice to those in support of so recognizing her. Thank you, Your Majesties.
Is there those of royal peerage of Artemisia who would speak on her behalf?
There is, Your Majesty. It is my pleasure to speak on behalf of Maysoon for the work that she has performed in service to the crown as a member of retinue. She has brought her time, her talents, and her skill to help crowns of Artemisia display the beauty of our great kingdom.
And as my good husband did not introduce us, we are Conrad and Cortland, and we have been very lucky to reign in this kingdom 3 times. During all 3 of those times, this lady has helped us behind the scenes constantly, always just, here's a napkin. Here, can I get that for you? Even if she wasn't on my retinue, she was always there just very subtly to assist and help. In that time, in almost 20 years, when she first started showing up, I noticed her because she had this glorious headdress on when she was going through her Germanic phase. And I noticed her beautiful blue wool kirtle that she wore. 15 years ago, I don't know, that's a good while. I noticed these things about her. And really, the two of us have not become friends until the last of our 20-year journey in the last 5 years. And I would say this to you, Maysoon. As everyone has stated, you are a passionate, passionate woman. And you are full of feelings. And in many ways, even though you had one of the best laurels to help guide you on this path, you've walked this path alone for a long time. And as we are both laurels, we would just say this to you, that you don't have to walk this path alone anymore, because you are being lifted up by all the laurels of our kingdom to welcome you into this order. And that now you're walking on our path with us, and we are walking on your path with you. And we are so excited for this day, my friend. And we hope that it's everything that you want it to be.
Is there a member of the populace who would speak in her favor?
Your Majesties, I am Drotten Angleseel Ulfer, and this will be the one occasion where I do not bow my head to you or remove my hat for you. And I understand that in doing so, I may risk my place in your kingdom. But I come to you not to speak on behalf of the noble Maysoon, but in order to demand from the crown that she is given the title she is due. Bakir dwifa dekara o ngushra busmut ka'a balent kawand. Yibin bala wapa'an machad ukhumata ar ke arada ochs isk ma'arud kud ji ma'chind. Mewara buzara bugudaran hemel balwand shikharad. Khimara wutekera. Mabusum asam sejiba wa ojib lesara da'am. Dir ma'arat bewahara si iswara si wizen an da anjara an da kibawat makhind. Huanja an sir kasa and asibara sham kurzem beraskhaf saad sha'arada. Berawachim bira disan ake kiran sa'e neshchad. Wedir ian hal kwisarached dir machash ba'an kem ragunu sewada. Kishachara desekweren. Rawa ardeuras est himmawata arken klamaad. Rasandahasa machind bushar tara adra. Tera amisi wida. Fera amba est hishta morasta. Mal sha'ama washa'ama. With wisdom and dedication, she raises her song towards the heavens, the tone lilting up and down as her devotion draws out our love. The hair raises on our arms and necks as we are drawn to the heaven of her voice. In her immense skill, her needle picks here and there and there. This masterful work of red silk and white linen, a joy for all to behold. A work neither fast nor simple, and the sun pales in comparison. The divine be praised, for that spirit is within her as she sets her pen to see dark ink the curving design captivating both body and soul, hers and yours. And you, Shah, as your people breathe her name like that of a lover when speaking of her, know that we roar it towards you in a fierce plea for recognition. Will you not laud her greatness?
Hearing these words from truly heartfelt words from such esteemed members of our kingdom, speaking on your behalf has only affirmed our decision now to again offer you the question: is it your will to accept admittance into the Order of the Laurel this day?
Yes, Your Majesty, it is.
That is the correct answer.
In times long past, those who would receive great honors would be washed in preparation. There we go.
Okay.
With this act, we do not wash away all that is Maysoon. Rather, we cleanse your hands in preparation for your great work as Mistress of the Laurel.
A wreath of laurel worn upon the head as a sign of triumph comes to us from ancient times. Ovid, speaking of the laurel tree, wrote, "You shall be my crown," when the joyous voice sings triumph.
Today we mark you with this laurel wreath as a sign of triumph, of success in the mystery of the arts as they are known to you, as your joyous voice has sung in triumph before and shall continue long after. Well.
There it is. But the wreath of the laurel has been used to mark sacrifices as well as triumphs. Let this wreath serve as a reminder to you that you must also make sacrifices. You must sacrifice your time that your skills may serve others. For should your skills serve only yourself, you may be a great artisan, yet be no true laurel.
Having faith in this good lady to join your ranks, who among you has a medallion to present?
Your Majesties, Noble Maysoon has been gifted many, many medallions. But if it pleases you, I would gift her the necklace that she created when she entered as my apprentice. And I would gift her the laurel medallion I handed her on that day to hold in faith that one day she would return it to me so that I could attach it to her necklace. And of course, Your Majesties, it also bears one pearl from my own necklace, so that she may know my belief in her has never faltered and never wavered. You don't get it yet, sorry. Okay.
A medallion is the outward symbol to all that you are a learned lady, one of great skill and artistry. Remember, as you don it each time, you carry with it the responsibilities and duties as an artisan of our kingdom and the known world. Each person here can speak of that great burden, which is also a joy. As the members of the order cannot join us today, we are confident they share our belief that you are worthy to join them.
Although it is our sincere wish to be present with you this day, it cannot be so. Herald, call forth one of our royal lineage who would act in our stead.
Their Majesties would call upon His Grace, Sir Sean Kirkpatrick Tarragon, Duke of the Kingdom of Artemisia, to represent them on this day, and with their permission act as the hand of the crown.
Your Majesties,
Your Graces,
we have
thank
come
you
as
so
your
much.
representatives. I as your champion, Sean as... Here is the King's champion sword. In this day, it does your honor.
Your Majesty, if I may a moment.
Please.
This sword has been held as the King's champion blade for the Kingdom of Artemisia. His Grace Timur and I have held this sword in defense of the crown several times. But what has been perhaps lost to history, and what many may not know, is that this sword was once the sword of state for the Principality of Artemisia. It had been used to bear witness to the oaths of fealty from the populace of Artemisia to the crown of Adenbelt. And today it will be used to render the oath of a peer for noble Maysoon, and should she so choose, her fealty to the crown of Artemisia. His Grace and I are very honored that we would be asked to hold this sword in your stead, and in the absence of King's justice, the sword of state of the Kingdom of Artemisia. And we know that she will appreciate the history that comes with this moment and with this weapon. Your Grace.
We would ask for your oath as the mistress of the laurel.
Ready? Okay. I shall swear.
I shall swear
that I shall be faithful.
That I shall be faithful
to my sovereign lord and lady.
To my sovereign lord and lady.
And to their heirs.
And to their heirs.
And I shall well and honestly.
And I shall well and honestly.
Entreat my fellowship.
Entreat my fellowship.
In this order of the laurel.
In this order of the laurel.
And right do well.
And right do well.
To the poor.
To the poor.
As to the rich.
As to the rich.
And the well-being.
And the well-being.
Of the order.
Of the order.
In that I am.
In that I am.
To my powerful.
To my powerful.
Lawfully and righteously.
Lawfully and righteously.
I shall maintain and increase.
I shall maintain and increase.
A true account thereof make.
A true account thereof make.
And just judge I shall be.
And just judge I shall be.
Upon the purview of my order.
Upon the purview of my order.
As well.
As well.
To the poor.
To the poor.
As to the rich.
As to the rich.
And no singular advantage due.
And no singular advantage due.
To my own person wherethrough.
To my own person wherethrough.
The common progress of the order may be harmed or hurt.
The common progress of the order may be harmed or hurt.
And all the good lawful ordinances.
And all the good lawful ordinances.
And the rule of the order of the laurel.
And the rule of the order of the laurel.
That now be made.
That now be made.
Or in time to come.
Or in time to come.
Shall be made.
Shall be made.
I shall keep and maintain to my power.
I shall keep and maintain to my power.
Nor no woman or man.
Nor no woman or man.
Receive unto this order.
Receive unto this order.
Or its secrets without.
Or its secrets without.
The assent of the order.
The assent of the order.
Or the more part of them.
Or the more part of them.
In these and all things.
In these and all things.
That pertaineth to my office to do.
That pertaineth to my office to do.
I shall well and truly behave.
I shall well and truly behave.
So say I.
So say I. Maysoon Alice Bahania.
And we. Damon.
And we, Veronique.
Accept you into the order of the laurel. we accept your oath and promise from this day forward to do everything in our power to help you and yours and help you further grow and succeed in the peer that you are.
Your Majesties, with your permission.
Please. Stand and be recognized. Laurel, Maysoon, I'm going to mess up your name.
Unto the denizens of Artemisia, do Damon and Veronique, king and queen of these lands, send greetings. It is incumbent upon us to recognize those in our society who enrich the dream for all. Maysoon al-Isfahania has shown leadership, skill, and inspiration in her craft, and therefore we see fit to induct her into the august Order of the Laurel. Henceforth shall her arms, argent on a fesse azure between two chrysanthemums of 8 petals gules, a lozenge ploy argent between 2 gouttes d'or, done this 27th day of February, Anno Societatis 55, being 2021 Gregorian. Damon, king, Veronique, queen. And show you the populace. This rather impressive book.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Absolutely amazing.
Hold on, I have a list of who actually contributed to this somewhere. It's totally somewhere. I have it.
Raven did the calligraphy. Bethany of Windmere did the illumination. And Her Excellency Antonia bound the book together.
Beautiful.
It's absolutely one of the most unique scrolls we have ever seen.
There's a lot of love there.
For the newest laurel of the kingdom of Artemisia, vivat!
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 Vivat! You made it. Stand proud.
You're muted. There we go.
Okay, we were really loud.
I believe that.
Thank you.
Thank you. It is our honor, as I've told you before.
Wait for things.
We would like to especially thank His Grace Sean, and I guess His Grace Timmer, for standing our steed this day. It means so much to us that you would do this. There he is.
It's okay.
Thank you, guys. We cannot think of a more appropriate couple, pair, graces, to do this.
October 2021.
I quit, man. I'm out. Lord, help us all.
Thank you, everyone, for making this a special day. For Maysoon, for everybody. Thank you all. Thank you for doing what you do. We can't wait to see y'all. We really miss and love you guys.
Thanks, Majesty. Thank you, Your Majesty. Okay, turn this off now.
Thank you.
right.
Well, Your Majesties, unless you have other business.
No, I think that's it. Like I said, thank you, everybody. Thank you, everyone who spoke. Thank you, everyone who was here. It was another great, well, hi, Fia. It was another great day. Did we forget something?
I didn't do anything. Yeah, we remember earlier when I said we had like that thing we needed to do?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's a lot of people here, so that'd be even better. So it's going to be in 4-part disharmony.
Okay, so yeah, get that started.
Is that okay? Can we do that now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, if you guys are up for it, we're up for it.
All right, ready?
I think in order.
Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Bardstock Majesties right here. No more champions.
Don't party too hard, kids.
Have a great time. Miss your faces.
All right, Your Excellency, before they come up with anything else.
Any other business? Hearing none. Herein closes the court of their Majesties, Damon and Barony. Long live the king. Long live the queen.
Long live the queen.
Long live the sovereign lands of Artemisia. Viva!
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 Push the stop record.
Yes.
I'm working on it.
Okay.